Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube video on a review for Oceanside Pier. We're going to tell you what you need to bring and what to use. So the fish you can find there are mackerel, leopard, shark, just a bunch of bat rays, other types of shark, croaker, calico bass, bonito, sand bass, bunch of stuff. Yeah, smelt. And we'll show you how to catch your bait fish, such as smelt and mackerel, to catch other fish. We'll show you how to catch sharks, pretty much, and we'll tell you what to bring. So here's Justin with how to catch mackerel.
Mackerel and smelt, really. Okay, so this is what is called a sabiki rig. It is a bunch of small little fly-like, if you know what fly fish are about, fly fishing, like fly-like.
Guys, the good thing about Oceanside Pier is there's a nice bait shop. It's clean. Well, it's somewhat clean.
Yeah, it's clean. It's neat. It's not like it's raggedy or anything. And their prices are really good too. So they're not like one of those bait shops that rips you off. These sabiki rigs are like
there's a good bait shop. There's a Ruby's restaurant at the end of the pier. The best place to fish is pretty much the end of the pier and towards the middle. For sharks and bait, go towards the end, and basically anything else middle-ish, and just cast as far as you can possibly can. So explain the sabiki rig a little bit more, Justin.
Okay, so sabiki rig is basically a bunch of drop-shotted little flies, pretty much.
And you guys can buy these at the bait shop. They also have rod rentals, and they'll tell you how they do stuff there.
Okay, so the sabiki rig has around 6 of these little fly-like things. At the very bottom, you're gonna want to use a 1 ounce torpedo sinker, and you're basically just gonna jig this up and down, nice gentle motion, just like that. This, of course, being your rod, and you'll feel when the little fish bite on, and you just reel them in. And what I like to do, an easy way to get the fish off, is to grab both hands tight and say the fish was on this sabiki rig right in front of my eye. You just shake it off, and they usually fall off pretty easily.
And, guys, for a main line, go from an 8-pound to really whatever you want. You don't need to go heavy. It's easier just to go light.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's got this leader anyways, and the bait fish are kind of, dumb, so it doesn't really matter.
And, what size sabiki rig is this, Justin?
Well, for the mackerel, you're going to want to use about size 10, and for the, let's say 10, 12, and when you're moving into the smelt, you're going to want to go around 14, 16. Those work pretty well.
That's pretty good. And, a really good thing is you could also buy some, and we saw this guy doing it there today, and he was catching tons of mackerel, is get some squid, put some little pieces of squid on there, and he was killing them. Every time he'd have 3 or 4 just on his rig.
Oh, and another thing for catching the mackerel and even bonito is P-line laser minnows. I have a 1 ounce. I don't have it with me, but it's a small little
It basically looks like a small anchovy.
It looks like an anchovy. You get the one with the silver and black, and it worked wonders. I'll probably go grab it real quick. Shouldn't take me too long. Be right back. 2 seconds. Ryan, entertain them.
And and guys, so for shark, they have some special rigs there. You're gonna want to use a conventional reel, and if you can't cast a conventional reel, then definitely go with a spinning. You want to try cast it as far as possible. A couple guys caught some pretty big leopard sharks today, and you can buy this at the bait shop. It's a pretty big hook with
a 5-aught owner live bait hook, and a good.
It's a metal leader. Do not go for shark without a metal leader. You will lose the shark every time.
And a gigantic swivel. So we're recommending about 40-pound mainline. And
30 to 40
these
pounds.
leaders are really strong, so don't even worry about what size these are. These are probably like 120-pound leaders for the swivel itself. So yeah, 40-pound mainline and either conventional reels. You're going to want a really good casting conventional reel, so it's easy to cast if you know how to cast it.
Just really cast really far. If you can, use a conventional reel. But if you can't, just go with the old-fashioned spinning reel.
And for spinning reels, just recommending some high-capacity spinning reels. There's the, affordable price range. I believe the Daiwa DF100A is about $30, and that's going to get you like 280 yards of 40-pound test. And then there's also the Okuma Avenger bait feeder, the ABF 90.
Guys, a really good rod to use there is the Tiger rod. We did a review on that. Check out our video. It's a really good rod for there. Just good for the sabiki rigs or calico bass or stuff like that. But Bonito. Check out this rod. We did a review on it. Just click on our channel.
Oh yeah, and the P-line laser minnow that I was talking about was this one right here. It's the 1 ounce or 3/4 or 1 ounce, and it's the black and silver.
Let me quickly zoom in on that.
Anchovy, is that right there? This thing was absolutely killing those mackerel today, and I'm sure it'll get those bonito because bonito love anchovy.
So that's pretty much the gear, guys. For croaker, you could use a small hook with a leader and use a piece of smelt that you could catch with the sabiki rigs and stuff like that. For stuff you want to bring some pretty long ropes, a place to put your bait, like a big bucket or even a cooler or something like that.
And if you can, air pumps, like portable air pumps, keep your bait alive longer. If you're not getting bait too readily and you need it just on demand, you just grab in your bucket and get it. So definitely air pumps help keep your bait alive. And also for this, I don't know if we ever touched on it, but for these on your main line, you're going to have about a 4 ounce sliding sinker to help you get that good casting distance.
Pretty much. And other things you want to bring is like a beach cart or something to help carry down the stuff. It's a pretty long pier. If you're going for a big fish, you want some kind of they call it a gaff as well, but it's a big kind of treble hook.
It's basically a gigantic treble hook with a lead weight in the middle.
Yeah, and they attach it to a rope and lower that down to snatch their fish because the pier is about 75, 80 feet, maybe a little more above the water level, and a lot of fish will pop off if you try to bring it up that high. So bring a beach cart, one of those gaffs if you can. I made my own out of a yo-yo jig and just a blue anchor rope. Pretty much, guys. Have a good time.
At the pier. Yeah, it's pretty nice out there. And you get hungry, there's a restaurant right at the end. It's a really nice restaurant. Ruby's
restaurant, everything. The water's nice and clean. It's a good place to go. Fish are a little bit small, but it's good.
Well, depending on the fish. The leopard sharks tend to be pretty big, and so do the rays.
And you don't have to have a permit, even if you are an adult. You do not need a permit to fish on the pier. So it's pretty good. Have a great time, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And thanks a lot for watching. Tune into our next videos. And thank you.